please ignore the demonstration that I'm sure was showing competent play. But we are back. I am going to be attempting, with an emphasis on attempting, to get some good old-fashioned revenge on Kanako. Now, I have not practiced in any way, so I've largely forgotten what these earlier stages do, so I expect this to be a catastrophe of extraordinary proportions. Basically, the enemy that does something is not in stage 4 or 5, I don't remember what it is. Or stage 4 through 6, sorry. So, yeah. We're in for a jolly good time. I do remember you as Pumpkin Spice. I don't recall your actual name because you are so seldom a problem. I can't wait to die to her, though. I think it's safe to say that I'm gonna be dying. I would not be at all surprised to hear the dreaded sound of death here on stage 1, because I don't recall any of these things. Yeah, I have zero recollection. Uh-oh. Okay. See? We don't talk about that. Nobody talk about me dying in stage 1. Nobody. You can stuff it up your face and, like, digest it in your stomach. It's a really weird way to propose the disposal of words questioning my capabilities, but you don't need to question them. They are about non-existent. But that's okay, because the most important thing is you have fun. And I would not be playing, or I would not have played as much of these games as I have if I didn't have fun. Okay. Minoriko Aki. I'm sure I'm gonna completely forget that until the next time I see you, which will in all likelihood be tomorrow night. Knowing my proficiency around a certain Kanako. Man, you ever think about needing a wake-up slap? Because I feel like I could use a wake-up slap. This is a little late in the night to be starting these games. That's okay. And this is the only thing I have planned for tonight because, well, the last 2 sessions of Terraria have been mood killers, and I have absolutely no clue how I'm going to beat that gauntlet in Pokemon Reborn right now. So, bar finding something entirely new to play, this was gonna be it. Also, thankfully it doesn't matter that much. But I'm sure I will remember the things that are truly horrible as I run into them. Like, yeah. I certainly do remember that horrible card, now that I see it. Kageyama. I'm fully aware of... Oh, I'd love you to take my tragedies. I'm fully aware of the fact that the Bloomin' Mountain is dangerous. Because, oh boy, there are news reporters and porridge and organs. Yeah, this is not exactly going well. I'm just gonna... Well... you're fucking... You know, that's just awful. That is actually just awful. And I should feel really fucking bad about it, and I do. Like, I was gonna let the fairies kill me in Stage 3 anyways, but... kinda need to get there. And I don't think I'm beating Kanako tonight if I'm... playing that lousily. Yeah, but... And I'm getting a reminder of why I don't do these games quite this late at night. In all of my questionable decisions, and the fact that they are likely to get somewhat better before they start to get worse. Like, that's most certainly a reality of Touhou on a late at night to very late at night schedule. so that your brain slowly gets ground into mush. That's okay, I'm sure everyone... You know, it doesn't matter because my brain never worked all that well in the first place, and I'm sure all of the sadistic folk among you all probably know sadistic folks among you. Well, I'm sure if anyone ever does watch this, if you're the sadistic kind, you'll get a kick out of it. Okay, could you please look? I was gonna say, eventually I am going to fuck up. And of course I fuck up on the very last layer beforehand. Wallace Fortress. The Untrodden Valley. Oh. Small disadvantage of having low power there is that is rather nastier, because, yeah, it actually gets to do things. It would, normally, it would die. It would die before it really gets to spin around and squeeze all of its... Okay, fuck this. All of its garbage over the air, but no. Oh god. I remember this one somewhat less than fondly. So we're not going to be keeping an extend and having it actually be impactful. That's unfortunate. Yep. Okay. I don't appreciate these fairies. At least we didn't get hit by her this time. Remember one time I actually got hit by this girl. Like, the girl herself. Woohoo, that was way riskier of a dodge. This is so simple, and yet I am struggling so much with it. At least the music is... ten out of 10. Yeah, you barely, if ever, have to move for those. Oh god, this one is a just dodge card, I think, that I am unfortunately lousy at. I just noticed that the name of this card is Monster Cucumber. I don't know what that has to do with cucumbers, other than being green. But evidently, Zun thought it had something to do with cucumbers. Oh dear. The memories of this, we are most, apparently not. There is no justice in the world that I did not have to bomb that. Absolutely no justice in the world that I did not have to bomb that. Hello, Blueberry Cinnamon Swirl. I most certainly remember you, because you have confounded me time and again as I desperately flail to understand anything about how to dodge you. Speaking of flailing, that was flailing. That was also flailing. Which... unfortunately, probably puts our darling Aya out of reach. That certainly does. Okay, Aya, Shamemaru. Aya. If you could be a real sweet and get the blue vanilla, that would be much appreciated. Oh, cribbins. Oh, that was the worst. Like... What is Naya doing? Another one of these balls. Nope. God damn it. We probably had that with another continue, because I wouldn't say I performed there, but I exceeded expectations. My own expectations once the Aya fight came in. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean anything if you're blowing up to anything and everything in the rest of the stage. Bake into the... Please die. Nope. I was trying to avoid triple bombing these, but alas, No, we're bombing this. This has not been good. Don't do it. I thought that projectile was... This is a great example of what was that a great example of? A great example of why sometimes it pays to be proactive with your bombs, because I probably would not have had to double bomb those if I bombed earlier and killed the fairies that were creaming the smaller projectiles all over the screen. Also, I don't know why my brain chose the word creaming. It was a very odd way of phrasing that one. Ugh. Balls. And once again, I bombed when I saw safety. Okay, what is this one? Illusionary dominance. Seconds. I don't think I'm lasting 7 seconds. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, at least I am better at that fight. Or retained being better at that fight than I was when I started. So I would not have been able to get through that fight with 1 life and those resources. That said, we are about... Yeah. In case you were wondering if that would even be a contest. The answer, of course, is heavens no. Not with a scrub like me on the helm. Okay. Hello, Sanai. Okay, how about you just, like, forget about this one? Like, don't do it anymore? And how about you also forget about this one? Like, don't do it anymore. Would be... greatly appreciated. Okay, we get an extend there. Okay. Let's get a drink of tea. And by a drink of tea, I mean 2/3 of a glass of iced tea in 2 big gulps. Okay. Faith is for the transient people time. Well, that certainly does not help. Nor does that. What is this? I forgot this card existed. I certainly hate it, but I forgot. Oh my god. You know... Okay, stop. Playing like garbage. It was great until about a minute ago. Now we're gonna need to install and activate getgood.exe. And that, unfortunately, indicates that our getgood.exe was improperly installed. Start a ritual to call the godly winds. See, it helps to consider the names of the things that are killing you. I forget if this is her last card or her second to last card. I think this is her last card, I'm not sure. Yes, okay. Wow. Well, hello, Kanako. Well, actually, hello, Kanako's fairies that are going to kill me. Yes! Okay, continue. Okay. Now, we are back to the den of... No. The den of my least... my least favorite Touhou girl. Gee, I wonder why. Almost like she's killed me dozens upon dozens. Okay, well, this is not exactly destined to succeed. Hello, Kanako. The faith. Well. Okay. Let's stop dying to the stupid fairies. Because you basically don't even need to be concerned about bombs. Like, there's no reason to die to these things. Unless you're hell-bent on showing off how good you are at the game. Which I'm afraid I'm not, because... yeah. So... because... that would be the... what is the phrase? Is it like, don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk? Is that an actual phrase, or am I delusional? Maybe it's you can talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. Or you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Okay, Kanako. It's time for you to... man. At least give me the time to conjure an insult. I swear, it makes killing me all the more satisfying. Instead, you just... come on, babe. Like... no, 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 no. By the way, I'm making silly sounds. They are not for comedic effect. Oh, jolly Good! Just what we needed! Die. Okay. Now, Kanako. Now, how do you... Man, I get into position for the first spell card. This is not the first spell card. This is the first spell card. I think we're bombing. Yeah, we're bombing. Hopefully play into her and maybe kill her before she can do another one. Okay. Not too bad. Unfortunately, my greed for the power there got me. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I hate porridge. I have never hated porridge. Like, I've never been a porridge person. Like, when I think of things that I really want for breakfast, porridge doesn't really come to mind. And porridge, forgive me, at least in my part of the world. God damn it, I panicked. Porridge here is primarily conceived of as breakfast food. Not, it's like lunch or dinner or other stuff. Ugh. Okay, that was terrible, but it got me through. Could you just die, Kanako? Real? Oh no, there's more! Please no! Kanako! Why? Stop! Why does there have to be more? Oh, I flubbed this. Yeah, I flubbed this, and I think we're Well, I didn't need bombs anyway for Mountain of Faith. I swear I can do this. No, I really can. Man, that last one, that went on forever and ever. That the non-spells, it felt like so long of those. Like, actually such a long time of those. I don't know if it was because I wasn't hitting her or something. Possible that I just wasn't hitting her. Like, but it really felt like just an eternity. Okay, Kanako. How many times? Okay. We got off lightly there. No, seriously. Bloomin' hate Kanako's first non-spell. It's like... It is... pretty much... everything... Well, not everything, but... a large number of things I am bad at rolled into one sad, lethal little package that just brings me infinite despair and not guarantees the use of a single bomb. That's okay. We weren't killing this with no power anyways. Okay, now we have... what? These. Now I... knives? Yeah. Okay. Come on. Stop doing the non-spell. I was going to fuck up at some point. really unfortunate that I fucked up with 3 bombs. Like, I was shooting into her with 3 power. How am I this close to timing out when I was shooting her with 3 power? I'm not getting out of that. I know what I did wrong. I forgot that you sort of need to do a little depth. No. You need to go unfocused for a little bit when you lead those. God. Of course I had to die with 3 bombs. Like... I did so fucking well at those non-cells and didn't get hit by any of them until I did. It's almost like the game is hell-bent on making sure that the instant you start to feel comfortable, you die. The instant you begin to have the tiniest iota of anything that isn't despair, I begin to have the tiniest iota of anything that isn't despair. Kanako just robs it from me. Yeah. Speaking of robbed, I'd quite like that life back. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm getting it. And that bomb, which I'm also not getting. Oh well. Die, Kanako. Do me. Well, I think I'm gonna be doing you the service of dying, because I planted Reimu's pretty little tush into all of those bullets. I got to Mountain of Faith once, and that was on an attempt that did actually piss a life away. So I'm vaguely optimistic. And then I had another... that one was terrible. And I had another attempt that was doing really well against the triple non-spells until I got cocky and got caught by one with 3 bombs. And that also died. So it's like, there's maybe a little bit of hope, but I'm not getting my hopes up because, like, I am not, the point where I get better at the game as the night goes on is already past. Or, how do I say it? The point where I will start degrading a bit as the night goes on is already past. So, hopefully, I'd like to get this done soon, if it's gonna happen at all. Or, if it's gonna happen at all, I will have it done soon. Man, I still hate this first fucking non-spell. Okay. Of course, I'm immediately double bombing the organs. Man. This game is bent on taking any small successes that I do happen to earn away from me. What's this? You actually managed to capture the first card for once. Here, have something that kinda... I feel like sometimes I just get unlucky with the organ. It's like... And getting unlucky with the organ is really bad because it's seldom a single bomb. And then I try to do better at rice porridge to compensate, and of course I do better. Like, I actually do manage to get a few layers in without pooping myself and wimping out. But it doesn't matter because I die to it. Like, there's always a give and take. And unfortunately the take is way larger than the give. Yeah. I know all of the things I do that are bad. Like, I'm well aware of when I'm doing something that is not good. You know what else irks me is that second to last attack. I wouldn't say I had it, but I was gonna say, yeah, I'm finally showing some cajolis when it comes to this attack, but it got me killed, which, as it turns out, getting killed is not a good strategy. By the way, I did not want to bomb organs there. I was saying, from beating this game, I'm not bombing anything for the next 2 cards. But let's stop flubbing. Because if I just don't do anything stupid, I will be fine, kind of. I will be a lot better off than suddenly deciding that I'm good at the game and don't need to press the magic button that makes all of the problematic stuff go away. Because I do need to press the magic button. I absolutely do need to press the magic button. Preferably press it as many times as I can before it runs out of juice. Like, now was a good time. I borderline had that. I was gonna say, it feels like the card should end soon. I'm just gonna make porridge go away. Now let's not land Reimu's pretty little tush into any of these. Oh dear, this one has never been consistent for me. I don't think it ever will be. At least not within the constraint of what we're doing here, where it's just about beating the game. Okay, triple non-spells. Mostly not too bad, but that'll happen. So we're not beating Kanako. Okay. See, that is a real... I will read chat once I die. Yeah, I did... Yeah, I don't have a great... I'm not great at the red and purple knives. I understand how to do it, but the execution is not there. The execution was there on one run that I had fairly early on, where it was like... And it bought me just enough faith in my ability to do it to get me killed. Where you're like, oh, I understand this. No, you don't. Or you do, but you don't as well as you think you do. The game's like, okay, so remember all of the mistakes you've made? Well, how about we throw another one of them at you? That is called getting cocky. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's see if we can't bring it in tonight. Though, admittedly... Please. Thank you. It doesn't... No bomb. I don't really mind single bombing that. Man, I regret not practicing this fight before. Even if taking a break from it. Please end. There we go. Okay. That was something I was not at all confident in. Not confident. Okay, I definitely pissed some resources away there. Oh, cribbins, that would have been terrible. Now, I hate that green attack not because it's particularly hard, but because it will get you on occasion. Okay. So, you start going this way, then you have sort of a safe path. I think I started to... Oh, fuck. I should have bombed. I know I should have bombed there. Now, this has turned from a pretty darn good run to one that is dying to mount it of faith, because, yeah, I ain't got the resources. Maybe I do. I have 4 bombs, but they will have to be very carefully husbanded. Man, I don't know how much I did. I don't know how far that was, but I think it's safe to say that that would have been it if I just hit X at one particularly critical moment in the attack prior to that. Like, imagine that, except I have a whole 3 more bombs to work with. And I know, she has a bomb shield. So it most certainly does help to taste it. Like, to genuinely taste the blood of the enemy. And to know you were oh so close. Yeah, but... Or if I had a whole nother continue in 3, that would also have helped. That was terrible. Okay, well... You know what? Oh, fuck off, Kanako. Give me a hug. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to... I think what I need to do is I need to... Because in practice, what I ended up doing, or the best I was able to consistently achieve with Miracle, was I was able to get past the first set of projectiles, and that would make it only a single bomb. That is the best I was able to do consistently with Miracle. The second, I had difficulties with, what is the word I'm looking for? I had difficulties with the red projectiles from the first wave complicating the passage. And I was not really well prepared to deal with that. Nope. There was probably a way out of that. If you were a little better at the game than me. That was very scuffed at the start to this phase. Good porridge. Okay. Okay, that was lucky. That was also really lucky. That was also really lucky. There we go, my luck finally ran out, or Kanako finally got her eyes checked. After all of the missing she just did. That I was not confident about. That set. Not at all confident. Whatever you do, don't die. No. See, that's what I mean about the greens get you occasionally. Like, it's not often, but they do get me. God. Which spell card is going back from one screen to the other, or just back to center during it works pretty well for just surviving even if Kanako won't die very fast in the process. That just mounting of faith. Man, I really wish I didn't get picked off by the green balls there. The green ones... I don't know why I even attempt that. Or why I would even attempt that. Like, what is the point? Please die. Okay. I'll see if I can do something about that. Thank God I managed to death bomb there. Man. Not happening. Okay. Out of curiosity, is Kanako ever a playable character in one of these games? Something tells me she's not. I think Sanai is sometimes a playable character. But I don't think Kanako ever is. Unless it's a fighting game. Oh dear. Okay. At least the mistakes feel silly, as opposed to... I don't know how I'm avoiding them. Like, it's always a step up. When, well, knowing how to do something and not executing, and, like, actually having a semblance of a feel for it, too, is a step up to how on earth do I do this? Miracle of Otensui. Well, I was hoping for the... Isn't Raisin a playable? Because isn't she playable in... what, 15? Which is... I will only ever touch on Legacy mode, because I don't fancy my chances against whatever they've gone ahead and called the other mode. Because God knows I am bad. Like... There is no sugarcoating that I am bad. I wish I wasn't, but sometimes you just have to accept your own faults. Okay. Is this one? Nope. God damn it! I'm sure you know the feeling of... Okay, I need to react fast here. Let's react way too fast. Oh, Crivens. Man, I wish... Okay. Nope. I'm gonna be double bombing this, I think. Or doing my best to only double bomb it. Okay. Fuck! I don't know how much. That's it. I don't know how much that was. I curse that by not. Man, so close. I don't know how much of the health bar I knocked off. I really wish I knew, but I pay absolutely no attention to their health bars. Because that's nowhere near the area of the screen that the things that are trying to kill you are. Generally speaking. And if it's not trying to kill me, it does not have my attention. Like, it is as simple as that. Yeah, I think that should be possible. The one thing is that I don't think it's generally gonna be sort of iffy on if we capture the first spell. Usually I would say we don't. Or I don't. Because these games, not possible for two people to be controlling a Touhou game. Unless it's one of the I think 9. I think 9? You can play with two people if you really fancy figuring out how to set it up, which I don't, and I don't have anyone who I think would be all that interested. Because that's... I don't have any other friends who give me a hug, Kanako. Oh, yeah, I definitely did, now that I think about how long that was going on. See, that really should drive home the fact that if it's not trying to kill me, it doesn't have my attention. Like, straight up, I'm not even paying attention to whether I'm shooting or not. As it turns out, the things that are trying to kill you are extremely demanding. They're like a puppy, except it's a puppy that shits lethal projectiles everywhere instead of puppy shit. Gracie was a puppy. Oh dear, did she poop everywhere. Speaking of, I need to let this... Oh, fuck. See what I mean about getting worse at the game? Yeah, about that. Okay. Listen, Kanako, give me a hug. I'm gonna go let Gracie out. And then I'm going to, I don't know, give it another maybe 45 minutes of attempts if it doesn't go well.
Girl. Whoa, Gramps.
I hope not. I hope she doesn't tilt me to death. Like, so I will say it is an unusual and not necessarily helpful feeling to be close. Like, because yes, you know you're close, but you're also, it amplifies feelings of like foreboding and turns up the pressure a notch. Knowing that it's especially true of doing this late at night, because there comes a point in the night where my skill starts to really drop off. And, yeah. Okay, Kanako. God. This first non-spell will never be something I'm good at. It is perhaps fortunate, then. That is not fortunate. But it is perhaps fortunate, then, that I have no intention of ever attempting to 1cc this game. At least the day I decide to go about it will be the day I have gone mad. Like, that is all there is to it. Like, I have nothing but appreciation for the absolutely incredible amounts of skill that flow in the veins of people who want to clear these games. And especially 11 through 12. By the way, I'm using this attempt to talk because we're not beating her this attempt. Like, you are a whole different class of people to me. Like, I play video games to escape from the boredom of everyday life that would otherwise drive me nuts. And then there's people who play video games because they want to climb a proverbial Mount Everest. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I don't. And it's weird because 7... Well, when I was on form with 7, I did try to 1cc it, and I don't want to say I was close, but for Yuyuko. But I was close but for Yuyuko and my own idiot. If that makes any sense. Like, cut out 3 stupid deaths. And learn to do Yuyuko in that time span. In that span of resources. And I could have had it. And then I embarrassed myself with 7 last time I did this game. Touhou. And yeah. But no, and then I went back and beat it on hard, and, well, I absolutely agree that practice makes perfect. It's a very different thing to beat the games and to 1cc them, because the amount of resources is much lower. Maybe if we get through this scotch-free, this can still happen. I'm doubtful, but maybe. Okay. God damn it. That was terrible. Okay. Okay, that was okay, surprisingly. I thought... Just sucks that so many attempts are looking like that. Mountain of Faith. The spell card really is a battle of wills, isn't it? Like, it's very... I don't want to say very straightforward, but there's nothing fancy to it. It is just some genuinely difficult, generic dodging that you have to do for a long time. So, now, I don't mean to, like, jinx it, but when I do beat 7, you have to ask yourself the question, what next? Or I have to ask myself the question. Fuck. I was... Okay. I'm gonna need to dodge something I don't normally dodge. And I'm not sure. I thought I had a bad one there. Fuck. Still not quite sure about this one. Okay. Well. Okay. Time to break out. Yes, it's time to break out getgood.exe. I don't want to death bomb Mountain of Faith. I do not believe in myself to death bomb anything, really. Like, there will come a day, perhaps, when I believe in myself. Well, I'm controlling one of these games. That day is not today. Not at all today. Okay, let's not die to silly shit very early on. That would be extremely helpful. Any... Give me a hug, Kanako. Give me a hug. See, game loves to make me eat my words. Loves to. Like, this game is sentient, and it hates me with a burning passion. Or maybe the other possibility that's far more likely is that I am simply bad. And that it is quite late at night. Yeah, that's the more likely possibility, actually. The window varies in 8? I suppose it's not something I execute often enough to know. We're bombing this. Maybe I could have gotten through without a bomb. But I did not believe in it. And unfortunately, I have no choice but to trust my own judgment. Because it's the only judgment I have on hand. That's fine. Fuck. Okay, I was gonna say, can this end already? Nope. Oh, I didn't even see that knife. Okay. Nope. We ain't beating her this time unless we... Yeah? Okay. Okay. I mean, I lasted a long time against that. I don't know how much damage I actually did, but... the determination to do well... almost overpowered... well, I don't know about almost overpowered. But it gave a genuine effort at overpowering an utter lack of resources. So... no. By the way, I had to attempt that because I didn't have full power, or I would not have had full power. What? Oh. Okay. Oh, Cribbins. I realized my mistake. It tends to happen when I'm flustered. Which I am, because dying to the cards. Okay. By the way, I was taking what can only be described as a badly calculated risk. We're not beating Mountain of Faith anyway. Okay. I don't know. I sort of just go left or right depending on what looks better, and usually I think left looks better, but not always. It's just a frustrating thing that happens. Like, I take it seriously, but I don't think that's the avenue of improvement that's gonna be the game changer. Man. Okay. I can unfortunately feel myself getting up pretty sweaty right now. So I think I'm not going to be doing too many more attempts. My good options on that first wave were severely limited, I'm afraid. Ugh. Fuck off, Kanako. Yep. I think we've hit the point in the night where I'm not gonna get better at the game as time goes on. Unfortunately. I know I probably backed out of the way through that there. heck? Okay. It's not really the tilt. It kinda is a little bit, but more it's just... More it's just the fact that it is 1:08 AM where I am. Not exactly cool in here. And a nice cozy glass of milk and watch a few YouTube videos before bed is looking increasingly tempting. I really don't know. I definitely think that is probably going to be the practice target and Mountain of Faith itself. I was hoping to avoid it there, but I didn't see it. Like, I think porridge, I just accept by fate. That it's usually going to be a double bob. What? See? That is the 1 AM attention span kicking in. I thought about giving Kanako a hug, but it might have value to stick around and let the knives penetrate me. Yeah, I don't... It's too late in the night to be really changing methodologies, I'm afraid. Like... But practice will hopefully make, not perfect by any stretch, but not so imperfect as to be unable to beat the game soon enough. Like, I think if I actually practice tomorrow afternoon and come back to this, it will happen. I really do. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna give it 5 more attempts, including this one. Unless I get very close. So 4 more after I inevitably die here. Because I am starting to get to the point where I am just crashing into things because like my visual radius or something is decreasing. But that won't be the case tomorrow evening. Yeah. See another case of, oh, goodbye vision. Like, oh god. Okay, so this is attempt 2 of 5. And then that'll be it. I am a little disappointed that, barring a small miracle, I'm not beating the game tonight. Considering just how close I was on more than one occasion. But what are you gonna do? Kill. Die. 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 Thank you. See. I wish everything died when I told it to die 3 times in quick succession. Die. 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 Why aren't you dead? I feel like I should be able to do that. Okay. God damn it, that was almost a single bomb. But it was a double bomb. Yeah, about that. About that. Man, that's ever so slightly heartbreaking, but what are you gonna do? Okay. So this is 3 of 5. Three of 5. If I can figure out the non-spell, that would be nice. Maybe that's easier than figuring out the knives. Maybe that's easier. So I feel like that's something that the path through is consistent. It's just a question of where it is. Because goodness knows I cannot, for the life of me, find it. No, at least I haven't died to the ferry. Yet. That would be bad. Okay, one good... just... Would that actually be an improvement, I suppose? Suppose if I have good resources, it would be. So as not to risk things. Yeah. I can just feel myself getting slower on the uptake. For everything. Okay, Kanako. Okay, so this one... feels like the way through it is to get up and then work your way down. Not sure though. Cat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid my situational awareness actually is not very good. Like, I just do what I have to. Which is weird, because I think it is better. Well, I suppose it is better when you have more to fall back on, is not actually a strange thing. But, yeah, really hoping that I can get there tomorrow. I have little hope for tonight. This is attempt 4 of 5. Like, this spell card is the Sleepy Coca Killer. Specifically, the lasers in this spell card are the Sleepy Coca Killer. Because when I'm, focused and fully awake, I notice when they're there, when they're not there, and approximately how soon they will be there, for the most part. But when I'm tired, so would I be correct in saying that it is the right idea to try and get up? Ugh. Like, almost the racing idea where you sort of find a gap in the spell and then you ride it down? Or is that the wrong idea? Or largely ride it down. Maybe if we get there scotch-free, we can kind of have an attempt at Mountain of Faith. But we have to get there scotch-free. Probably not happening. Okay. We actually timed out there, which is quite something if you ask me. Okay. Fuck, I saw myself save when I bombed. Fuck. This ain't it. I noticed the health bar at the very end. I saw, like, that looks like about 40%. As in, I had done 60%. So I'm definitely going to need to get better at Mountain of Faith to begin with. Or get better at the rest of the attacks, but honestly, I get the feeling that figuring out that one non-spell would be nice, and then Mountain of Faith is probably the next biggest area for improvement, other than possibly the knives. Yeah, well, I am afraid I don't remark on the shapes of the things that you give me. Beyond, their lethal implications. Like, fuck. I had it there if I didn't hesitate. If I did not hesitate, that was fine, I think. I was... Nope. Probably not gonna be it, sadly. Like, maybe if I capture Miracle, but I'm not gonna capture Miracle. Yeah, I've really struggled with Miracle because I don't entirely know how you're meant to turn on it twice, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. There's a second turn you have to worry about. Okay. Okay, well, that was even closer. I think that looks like about 25% of the health bar. Oh, I know that the bombing tanks my damage up, which I was trying very hard to delay it as long as possible. But speaking of nosedives, I think my energy has rather taken one. Yeah, I understand. Just, it's still preferable to dying with them. Alright, but that is unfortunately going to be it, because I can feel the sweat piling up, and I think I have this tomorrow. I hope I have this tomorrow, and I will see you next time. Yeah. Have a good one.